Your fans, they would really like to know, will Hera Pheri happen at?
Yes, I'm keeping my finger crossed and my
Right.
leg crossed. So,
Actually, we are really reaching a point where India has so many stories. Whether we take a story like a Kesari or we take, these kind of stories, we are full of stories. Now we are exploring them.
we have lots of stories, and I personally feel Hollywood takes a lot of stories from us. All these superheroes,
Superheroes.
lot of superheroes have been taken from our mythology.
Star Wars is inspired from Ramayana.
Yeah.
Wow.
I am not surprised.
Yeah.
When I heard about Kanappa,
Ji.
I was bold. I said that I didn't even know anything like this had happened. And every story has something to give you. So there is so much to learn from the story.
From your understanding, what should we do that, when should this go on OTT? People are wondering कि हम घर पे बैठे रहें, ये OTT पे आएगी. What is your understanding? What would you like to tell them?
150 लोग 200 लोगों के साथ में बैठ के पिक्चर देखने का मजा बिल्कुल अलग है rather than just sitting on your phone and just looking at it and you don't enjoy it also. It's a known fact. घर बैठ के 3-4 लोग बैठ के देखते हैं, you don't enjoy. I'm very thankful to the audience. Still, they come and watch their films of their loved ones, their respected people they are fans of. So I just hope that this doesn't change.
There's Mohanlal sir also, there's Prabhas also. Could you give us quickly an idea of, what was your vision when, there's an Akshay Kumar, there's Mohanlal sir, there's Prabhas.
See, this movie, I spent a lot of money on this movie.
How much?
Okay.
I'm joking.
Quite a lot. Because I have Mr. Akshay Kumar on board and I have Mr. Prabhas, Mr. Mohanlal. Kerala is probably going to have the highest release of any dubbed film in history, and that's because of Mr. Mohanlal. I needed their support. I needed their stardom to help me open the story up to a larger audience.
हमने आपको देखा आप गेटी गैलेक्सी के बाहर गए रिएक्शंस लेने.
हाँ,
कल मैं आपके डायरेक्टर तरुण मनसुखानी से मिला, उन्होंने बोला ये बहुत ही इम्प्रॉम्प्टू था, मुझे भी नहीं पता.
नहीं, किसी को नहीं पता था. I was just वहाँ से गुजर रहा था. हाँ. मतलब फिर मेरे पास मास्क पड़ा हुआ था और लेके मास्क लेके ऐसे मस्ती के लिए चला गया.
विष्णु, अक्षय, वेलकम टू बॉलीवुड हंगामा. थैंक यू सो मच फॉर योर टाइम. अक्षय, सबसे पहले आपको बहुत बहुत मुबारक. आपकी एक फिल्म ऑलरेडी थिएटर्स में है, बहुत लोग जा रहे हैं, गुड नंबर्स, गुड रिएक्शंस, सो बिग कंग्रेचुलेशंस टू यू. राइट. Vishnu, I've been reading about your film for so long. This has stayed with you for so long. When was the first idea that, Akshay Kumar should be a part of it? He's a huge superstar here. We all love him. And how easy was it to reach him, convince him?
Right from the time I started working on the script, my only view was Akshay sir to play Lord Shiva.
Right.
Though I thought I would reach out to him when I'm ready and when the film is ready to get on floors.
Right.
Reaching him through the proper channels, it was easy, reaching out to his team was easy.
Correct.
But for them to understand the vision I was coming from, what I wanted to bring it, was a little challenge. But I knew if I speak to Mr. Akshay, he would get it. And I spoke to him and he right away understood where I was coming from.
Okay.
So I'm grateful for Mr. Akshay for having accepted to do this role. See, an actor of his caliber and stature needn't actually come down and do a role for 5-6 odd days. But for him to have done this, I'm really grateful.
Right. Actually, what do you consider? This is an industry that has given us Bahubali and big films. So you were sure about the vision when you spoke to him, like he's saying, like you knew what they were doing?
I was sure about the vision. More than the vision, I was sure about his attitude and focus that he wants to make this film and how much he knew about the film, how much he knew about the story, how involved he was, and not only as a producer but also as an actor. He knew everything. He had all the answers, whatever I asked him, and he was absolutely ready. So it was more like that I was talking to a director also.
Wow, that's a huge compliment.
That's a huge compliment.
Right. Actually, for your fans, this poster is a very big deal. आप बताइए, when you're playing Lord Shiva on the day, क्या दिमाग में रखना पड़ता है? What goes through your mind? This is a huge responsibility also at some level.
दिमाग में कुछ रखना नहीं पड़ता है. दिमाग में बिल्कुल responsibility लेनी नहीं चाहिए.
अच्छा.
दिमाग को एकदम शांत रखना चाहिए.
जी.
दिमाग को एकदम खुश रहना चाहिए. और then you should enter.
Right.
That there's not much of a rocket science behind this. And I've always done that, and even in Oh My God also when I had played it.
Yeah.
And the same thing in this film also. Just be in peace.
Be in peace. Yeah.
Lord Shiva means peace.
Your character, he's a big worshipper of Lord Shiva. Why? Lord Shiva had so many of these people who worshipped him, like, Shiva was everything to them. Why you chose this one? What was it about that
See,
attracted you?
in history they say there are 63
63,
Nayanars
correct,
of
yes.
Lord Shiva. Nayanar means that the greatest devotees of Lord Shiva who have been recorded in history, ancient history. And Kanappa is number 13.
Okay.
And Kanappa is because the temple is situated in Andhra Pradesh, in Sri Kalahasti, which is about 30 minutes from the Lord Balaji's temple, Tirupati. This movie has been made about 50 years ago in Telugu and a couple of times in Kannada.
Okay.
It just randomly came to me, randomly out of the blue, it came to me, and they said, I think the script would be good for you. Because that was the first time anybody actually believed that I could pull off a character like this. Until then, I had very good hits as action comedies. Always as a guy who was always scared or making fools of others. That was the character I was playing. And but deep in my heart, I always wanted to play this macho, the top, out of the box. And when it came, I was like, when I first heard it, I was like, wow, actually got it. So then, after some time, that the writer and director realized that he came to me and said, Vishnu, if it is 2 or 3 crores, I can make this movie. But the way you're thinking about, I'm not the right fit. I'll give you the script. Go ahead. So I got the script, started developing it, writing it. Had a pass with my. I hired a bunch of writers in LA. They did a lot of research on Lord Shiva than I knew. And that's when, they came up with the skeleton. Then I kept developing because, see, I can't take the pen and paper and write it now. I'm not, with the kind of work I have and the mindset I have, I don't have the patience to do that. But, now with a lot of softwares available, I can do it. Just dictate it and it turns out into a script. Then later, I just kept the script on the side, waiting for it to nourish. I went around the world looking at scouting locations. My father thought I lost it. He thought this fellow is the director's not confirmed, the script, there's no actors confirmed, but he's just going around scouting locations. So after looking at half a dozen countries, and including I went to a place where in Ireland where Vikings were shot. I had a long conversation. Even Marco Polo was shot in Malaysia.
Okay.
I've been there. When I landed in New Zealand, I knew that this is a place where my story of Kanappa is going to be shot. Because the story was shot in 2nd, 3rd centuries. And I believe New Zealand is the last painting of God which is still intact without us humans destroying it. So that's where I believe that even India was like that. Crystal clear waters, beautiful skies, no pollution, nothing. And I brought that, brought it on.
Right. Actually, were you aware of...
I just want to ask, if Kanappa was 13, then who's number 1?
You have to forgive me. I'm not well versed in that.
You know?
No, I don't know.
Even I need to find this.
Yeah, we need to read up. But yeah, I was going to ask you that. Did you know the story behind?
No, I didn't know.
Didn't know that. But actually, we are really reaching a point where India has so many stories. Whether we take a story like a Kesari or we take these kind of stories, we are full of stories. Now we are exploring them.
We have lots of stories, and I personally feel Hollywood takes a lot of stories from us, from our mythology and all. Lot of stories, even this as superpower and all these superheroes. A lot of superheroes have been taken from our mythology.
Yeah.
Do you know that that Star Wars is inspired from Ramayana?
Yeah.
Wow.
I am not surprised.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised. There are many things.
E.T. was actually the script of Mr. Satyajit Ray. I saw his interview also where he said, it went. The agents were talking to me. The agents were flying it over there in Hollywood. The interview is now available online.
Okay.
So he just said, yeah. Then finally, they announced a movie called E.T., which is similar to exactly what my script is, and it's been floating around in LA for quite some time.
Wow.
I'm telling you, what the kind of stories we have is unbelievable. The more and more you keep on looking, when I heard about Kanappa, I was bold, let me say that I didn't even know anything like this had happened. But and every story has something to give you. So there is so much to learn from the story.
Right. What would be your takeaway now that you know? Yeah.
The ultimate devotee. And how he turned into an ultimate devotee.
Right. How he turned.
How, what happens? What do they see in Lord Shiva? How they turn themselves up. So that's what it is.
Amazing. So there's Mohanlal sir also, there's Prabhas also. Could you give us quickly an idea of, what was your vision when, there's an Akshay Kumar, there's Mohanlal sir, there's Prabhas.
See, this movie, I spent a lot of money on this movie.
How much?
Okay.
I'm joking.
Quite a lot. And that is way above my market as of today.
Okay.
And for me today, we are planning to release in 1800 screens in the first phase in only Hindi heartland, the Hindi version. And that's because I have Mr. Akshay Kumar on board.
Yeah.
And I have Mr. Prabhas, Mr. Mohanlal. I'm getting a larger... Kerala is probably going to have the highest release of any dubbed film in history. And that's because of Mr. Mohanlal. And I needed their support.
Yeah.
I needed their stardom to help me open the story up to a larger audience.
Right.
Yes, Kanappa, maybe I would have released it. Probably it would have released in 400-500 theaters maybe in Hindi if I pushed it. But because I have a superstar with me and he's playing a phenomenal character and what he's portraying also, there is a curiosity level and a lot of more eyeballs.
Right.
So I had to borrow their stardom to show this story to a larger audience.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, what you bring to every project is so much more than just your acting.
So in the same way, if we hadn't done Toilet a Prem Katha, if anybody else has done it, I'll give it to you in writing. It will not. Nobody will go for the first opening show also. It was only because of him. Even though the title, if you ask me to do that movie, I would say that thanks, boss. Change the title, maybe even if I like the script.
Why would you not?
Toilet, Ek Prem Katha. It's not on him. Is it a documentary or what is it? The first thing is a question mark. Because of his star power, it collected 100+ crores.
Not star power. It was also because of it's a good movie
story.
Yeah,
it
but
was a great
for me
story
to come
to
to
say.
a theater with a title
Yeah,
like
that's
that.
I agree.
That's
I
because of him.
completely agree. But the
It's a
story,
great idea. So even
the
Kesari
idea
2,
was very
the Kesari 2, it's because of people like him who portray the characters. And I don't know whether he looks at it like that or not, but he doesn't realize that he's taken up the responsibility of telling stories of unsung heroes and known heroes, the actual stories. I saw that movie, the first Kesari, where you play the Sardar thing. See, down south, I'm from Tamil Nadu and Andhra Pradesh. I'm Telugu and Tamil. I never knew about that story.
Yeah.
And the reason why I went to the theater to watch the story is because of Mr. Akshay.
Right.
I was like, okay, he's playing, let me go see.
Right. Actually, that's what I was asking, that, what you bring to the table. Maybe, I don't know what he also said. We don't know how you think and what if you do, this weight is on your shoulders, but it's a lot more than acting. From your understanding, what should we do that, when should this go on OTT? People are wondering कि हम घर पे बैठे रहें, ये OTT पे आएगी. What is your understanding? What would you like to tell them?
I would like to tell them, please go to the theaters. It's a different experience. Don't leave that experience what we used to have it before COVID. It's always better to have a community laughter with lots of people around, community crying, community patriotism. मतलब सबके साथ 150 लोग 200 लोगों के साथ में बैठ के पिक्चर देखने का मजा बिल्कुल अलग है rather than just sitting on your phone and just looking at it and you don't enjoy it also. It's a known fact. घर बैठ के 3-4 लोग बैठ के देखते हैं, you don't enjoy it. But yes, थोड़ा महंगा पड़ जाता है. And I hope things, there are other theaters which opens up with the lesser money, ticket values and all. And so there is a lot of maths to look at it, and there is a lot of things to look. Well, all the other theater owners are also right in their own sense. They have to also do the maths, and they also have to earn.
Correct. Yeah.
Then there is tax.
Taxes, yeah.
Then there is so many things behind it. But I'm very thankful to the audience. Still, they come and watch their films of their loved ones, the the respected people they are fans of. So I just hope that this doesn't change,
Yeah.
and it goes back to the normalcy what it was, and that's it.
या हमने आपको देखा आप गेटी गैलेक्सी के बाहर गए रिएक्शंस लेने
हाँ, मैं
कल मैं आपके डायरेक्टर तरुण मनसुखानी से मिला उन्होंने बोला ये बहुत ही इम्प्रॉम्प्टू था मुझे भी नहीं पता
नहीं किसी को नहीं पता था मैं आई वाज जस्ट वहाँ से गुजर रहा था
हाँ
मतलब फिर मेरे पास मास्क पड़ा हुआ था और लेके मास्क लेके ऐसे ही मस्ती के लिए चला गया
मजा आया आपको अंदाजा हुआ हमारी जॉब भी टफ है कोई रुकता नहीं है जब भी रिएक्शन लेने
नहीं कोई नहीं रुकते बहुत कम जन रुकते हैं
हाँ
बहुत कम जन रुकते हैं लेकिन कोई कोई जब रुकते हैं
हाँ, तो
वो बहुत एंथू होते हैं उनको पता आज ये आएगा मेरा तो फिर वो बहुत एंथुली बात करते हैं एंड दे आर वेरी हैप्पी और एक दो लड़कियां भी थी जो मैं बात कर रहा था तो मुझे नहीं लगता था उनको चाहिए था कि घर वाले देखें कि मैं पिक्चर देख रहे हैं तो कोई अपना मुंह छुपा के भी जा रहे हैं ना सो एवरीबडी हैज अ बैक स्टोरी मैं जब देखता हूँ वो तो मुझे लगता है इसकी बैक स्टोरी यू स्टार्ट मेकिंग इट अप कि इसका ये होगा फिर एक लड़का था जिससे बात कर रहा था मुझे लगता है वो थोड़ा पिया हुआ था
शायद अंदर बैठ के पी रहा था
जो भी है मुझे नहीं पता क्योंकि वो बात ही ऐसे कर रहा था ये तुमने तो वो पहना है ये जो मास्क है ये तो अंदर भी था यही मास्क है ऐसे I wanted to say very good observation. अभी तो देख के बाहर आया तू. So it was funny. It was very funny.
Right. What would be you've put in so much. What would be your ideal plan for the release? Like you've been reading so much about it.
I don't know. In the United States, distributor is hell bent on releasing it in 1,000+ screens. So I only asked her one thing. See. Please don't go for all these egoistic things like records or anything like this. Make sure we get money.
Correct.
That's all it is. Make sure, I rather have, 7 screens, with housefuls rather than 20 screens with 50% full. I have no ego. I'm not here for records. I'm here for people to watch the movie and make money.
Right.
That's all it is.
Right. Recently, say Sitare Zameen Par is coming. Amir Khan initially said it will come on YouTube. He wants that. Do you think this is a potential platform? These are more and more platforms are opening for all of you all, or theatre के बाद discuss करना चाहिए सब?
No, that's a brave move. I don't know. He has to say.
खैर जितने भी प्लेटफॉर्म खुलेंगे उतना अच्छा
है सबके लिए
प्लेटफॉर्म खुलेंगे अच्छा है there are so many platforms. There will be a lot of other people taking the risk and all. But it's a great move. I mean, so whatever he is doing, I think the industry will be watching it very carefully.
Yeah, absolutely. Also, we'll also, after this, we'll see you in Jolly LLB. That will be the next one.
Jolly LLB.
Yeah. For the sake of your fans, they would really like to know, will Hera Pheri happen at?
Yes, I'm keeping my finger crossed and my leg crossed. So... that it happens.
Yeah. Akshay, you keep doing so many in a year and we love that about you.
Thank you.
हमको entertain करो, हम ticket लेके theatre जाएंगे, we want that.
No, thank you very much.
What would you like to tell the people who are watching lastly? Yeah.
So we made this movie Kanappa with a lot of passion, devotion, and Kanappa is our baby. So it's coming out on 27th of June. We just want the audience to come to the theatres and bless us.
Yeah. Thank you, Akshay. Thank you,
Vishnu.
thank you so
very much.
Thank you.